You are staring at the wrong number. Everyone is panicking about the $36 trillion national debt. They point to the debt clock and say, look, the system is going to collapse. But they are lying to you. Or at least, they are hiding the real story. The debt isn't the problem. The debt is the distraction. It is the smoke screen. While you were arguing about inflation and interest rates, the architecture of money itself was quietly replaced. For 300 years, the goal of the banking elites was to make you owe them money, to keep you in debt. But in 2025, the game changes. They don't want your interest payments anymore. They want your assets. They designed a new trap, one that doesn't just control your wallet, but creates a prison you cannot see, cannot touch, and, if they succeed, you can never escape. Welcome to the era of the unified ledger. Segment 2. The history of the trap. To understand where we are going, we have to understand the four men who built the cage. 1694. William Paterson. He realized that money didn't need to be gold. It could be debt. He founded the Bank of England and leased money to the government. The first bar of the cage. 1815. Nathan Rothschild. He realized that debt shouldn't be local. It should be global. He connected the world's banks, ensuring that a crisis in one country could be used to profit in another. 1913. J.P. Morgan and the Jekyll Island Club. They created the Federal Reserve, the machine that could print infinite liquidity to bail out the system, ensuring the elites never lose. And finally, 1971. The breaking of the gold standard. But these four architects had a problem, a fatal flaw in their system: cash. As long as physical cash existed, as long as you could take your money out of the bank and hide it under your mattress, you had a frantic, messy form of freedom. You could disappear, you could transact privately. They couldn't control every single dollar, until now. Segment 3. The fifth architect. Enter the fifth architect. You won't see him on the news often. He operates from a tower in Basel, Switzerland, known as the Central Bank of Central Banks. The BIS, Agustín Carstens. Listen carefully to what the BIS is openly saying. They aren't hiding it. Carstens famously said, "We don't know who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who's using a 1,000 peso bill today." His solution, the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. But CBDC is just the tip of the iceberg. The real weapon is something they call the unified ledger. Imagine a single digital database, not just for money, but for everything. Your car title? It's a token on their ledger. Your house deed? A token on their ledger. Your stocks, your bonds, your retirement fund, all tokens. In the old system, if the bank failed, you still owned your house. In the unified ledger system, you don't own the asset. You own a claim to the asset, a claim that is programmable. If your carbon footprint is too high, the token for your car is disabled. If you donated to the wrong protest, the token for your savings is frozen. Your dollars are just code, and code can be rewritten. Segment 4. The 2026 trigger. So, why now? Why is this happening so fast? Because of 2025. The major tax cuts from 2017 are set to expire. The United States is facing a fiscal cliff that makes the 2008 crash look like a warm-up. They know the debt bubble is about to burst. They know they can't print their way out of this one without causing hyperinflation. So, they need a reset. They will likely use the coming crisis, the expiry of the tax cuts, the liquidity crunch, as the excuse. They will say the old system is too slow, too corrupt, too inefficient. They will introduce the unified ledger as the savior, the safe haven. Larry Fink at BlackRock calls it the tokenization of financial assets. He says it makes markets efficient, but what it really does is end private property as we know it. If you don't hold the keys, you are just a tenant in their digital reality. The lie they hid is simple. They told you the crisis was accidental. The truth is, the crisis is the demolition crew, clearing the way for the new building. But you have a choice. The system relies on your participation. It relies on you keeping your wealth inside their digital garden walls. The only way to win is to exit. Self-custody, hard assets, private keys, things that exist outside of their ledger. Because once the switch is flipped, The doors won't open from the inside. Don't let your freedom become just another line of code.